Welcome back, everybody, to the Bulldog Cartel
What's
podcast.
going on?
Welcome back.
I think we're going to get it started off here talking about, making sure that thing. We've had some issues, some technical difficulties lately.
The past 2 weeks.
A lot of technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're still getting used to some of these things and making sure everything goes right. I mean, last week and this week we had our interface just, takes
Shit
a
the
second to start recording and then shit the bed, and we had to start all over again.
It's all right, though.
But I think we'll kick things off here today with the vlog. So we started our first vlog today.
At our HQ, the lodge.
Yeah, we're going to do a little house tour on the inside. I mean, we started a little late. Sun went down, in the northeast with the time change and everything. It
The
gets
sun
dark.
was down at like 5 o'clock.
5:30.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
Like literally, I'm gonna check what time. Keep talking. I'm gonna check what time the sun went down.
I mean, we're probably going to finish up the rest of. We got mostly everything done, edited that.
Sunset 4:30.
Yeah, it's insane.
That is
lately up here, but we're gonna do a little house tour. Just give you guys a tour of our headquarters and show the behind the scenes and how the camera everything's set up for our podcast and showcase some of the artwork. So we'll definitely have that coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, I think we're gonna get out maybe on the water tomorrow and film our first fishing vlog, and go for a species up here in the Northeast known as, we call it blackfish, also known as its real name, tautog. And see how we do over there. And then that's pretty much it for the upcoming events with the vlogs.
Yep. So definitely stay tuned for those. They're going to be on the same YouTube channel. I'm going to put it in its own playlist so you can watch those type of vlogs and the podcast, two different things.
Yeah.
But
we'll
stay tuned for
separate
that, yeah.
all different types of vlogs on our channel in different categories.
From fishing.
So
I believe we also got the main boys popping out. Shout out 207. We got
Shout out Gerbat.
Henry, Gerbat, Poop.
Yeah, they're all siding up.
Sam popping out or no?
He
might. I think he might try to surprise us, but his Bentley is not letting them come out of school until Tuesday.
Shout out
Yeah.
QU getting out Friday.
Yeah, shout
for
out
break.
QU.
That shit's
But
gonna
nah.
be so
yeah,
nice.
shout out Norwich Naval Academy Thursday. We're gonna have Billy here this weekend
Not
too.
Billy, bro. Damn, he's out.
It's going to be a good weekend
Billy's
for
out.
content. It's going to be a great weekend for
Yeah,
content.
so definitely maybe we should throw a party. I would say let's
Oh,
throw
you're
it-
actually doing something
let's
now.
throw it
Saturday.
after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving,
I should
fucks
have
with
my
it, yeah.
my girl should be here, and I think I'm bringing her little brother down.
Are you gonna have her DJ?
I don't know, maybe. We'll
That would
see.
be not a bad idea.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
Yo, I'm saying.
what about her friend? What's her friend's name again?
You mean Baby Josh?
Baby Josh. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, baby Josh, holla at me.
No, I'm saying if we do that, we gotta get the whole LED strips in the game room. I feel like that'd be sick.
That's
We gotta get some
We
crazy
saw how
shit
that went
down
in
here.
my room, and
You gotta get a disco ball. I think you should get a disco
No.
ball like we have the other house.
It would be great. You got the
Yo,
disco ball,
comment
the
down
LED.
below if we should comment the emoji disco if we should get the disco for the lodge.
Definitely.
But yeah. Then we have them coming down. I'll let Ben take over that section of what we're gonna start getting running this weekend.
Yeah, well, we got Henry coming down from San Francisco, and he's big time into the crypto, and he's gonna be starting. Well, right now NFTs are popping off a lot in the whole crypto world, and Henry's gonna come down here and he's gonna start an NFT, help us get one going for the Bulldog Cartel with the logo and with Peter's song Rowdy, and we're just gonna get that going. And
Shout out Cartel Coin.
Cartel coin, yeah.
It has a nice ring to it.
It does. It really does.
We'll figure out the final name when it comes. But Cartel coin definitely sounds
we
really
gotta see
good.
what's taken and what's not. We gotta go.
Comment
through
down below what
everything.
you think we should name the NFT.
For sure.
Yeah, no. Come out with a fire logo. Maybe make some
Yeah.
merch based off the crypto.
Based off it, yeah, that would.
Hopefully, Elon Musk wants a Bulldog Cartel dog.
We good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
dude.
still-
I'm
we're
so
good.
paranoid.
I
I
would
would
have
have
check and make sure.
I'm
we're
so
still
paranoid.
check
going,
periodically that it doesn't.
I'm so
because-
paranoid.
Yeah, I can't do that again. We're gonna fix that issue before
Yeah.
the next podcast. And then that should be good. And then if you look and search our username, you're gonna find probably 2 other accounts associated with the old us, which basically my dad tried to run, and we had some employee issues per se.
No, but the vlogs back then, I'd say like we had like a lot of guests on there.
And those were really. I like those.
French Montana, Khloe Kardashian, the guys at Interstate Bullies, Sway.
Yeah,
and, whole lot of people.
Some local people that are well known. I mean, they go back.
Also the Cuban Hunter. Shout out the Cuban Hunter.
Yeah, and our boy Rocky. Those are a mixed in vlog together. I'm pretty sure they confirmed today that they're going to be up here for Christmas, so that should be dope. Yeah. That's pretty much our family down there in Key West, Florida. So, I mean, if you're ever in Key West and are looking for some good food, looking to rent a boat, pretty much anything in the area, our boy Rocky will take care of you. Just look up Paradise Boat Rentals, Paradise Seafood on IG, and you should be taken care of. And then, so pretty much we're going to do some more vlogging now. We definitely have this first vlog coming out probably some point next week. We're going to make sure it's perfect, so edit it and make sure it's straight. Probably have it out maybe Thursday. I don't know, whatever the demographic is and when you should release. I know Gio studies up on all that.
That's Gio's job right there.
That's my forte.
Oh, now you're copying my fucking lingo.
But then I'd say earlier before this, I mean, we had Ben in the back. Ben was up in my room, and he had.
For those that don't know, he got a little burn.
No, I got a third degree burn.
Third degree burn. What were you doing?
I was making s'mores dip at campus.
Of course you were.
I was making s'mores dip.
So were you like doing it with your girls?
Nah.
Baking together. Like,
I was Edka. I was smoking. We were smoking, and then I went to make it, and then I had no mitten to put it on to grab it, and then I used paper towels, and then it just burned. I dropped the paper towel, burned right on my hand. I grabbed the whole thing.
Must have been some good zop. You thought paper towels made it.
Yeah, so then we have him up there for like an hour trying to convince him just to pop the fucking thing.
He's like, I'm not doing it.
It got
I'm not doing it.
I'm over
like
here.
2
I go
weeks.
into my files, pull out my mental health and first aid certificate, my EMT certificate, and I'm like, I'm certified to assist you, Ben.
It wasn't until I called him out and I called like his homeboy and I was like, yo, he's being a pussy. Tell him he's a bitch. He goes, yo, you got to pop it. He goes, fine, I'll do it.
And he's like, I'm not going to let any of you do it, though. I'll do it myself. So I'm over here, assisting him.
The shit was so gross.
And, definitely, we called a couple girls after that video. We'll clip that in. You'll get what we mean when we drop that. But no, that was definitely funny. That shit just fucking spewed out. Gio was almost in the splash zone.
I was in the splash zone.
He was in the splash zone.
But I think we just hop into fishing a little bit. I mean, because that's going to be our second vlog after the house.
I'd say definitely a main thing with our vlogs, like you mentioned before in episode 1, I believe, is the fishing is like, we get some like good luck with the fishing too.
Crazy fishing over here.
Good luck.
Not luck, but it's good.
It's a lot of.
You're a good captain. I'll give it to you. You give it like I'd say my favorite was the Block Island charters we do up here.
Oh no, those a Block Island trip from Connecticut is one of the best things ever. The fishing out there is almost insane. I would say one of the closest things to that is maybe going to the Cape, but I haven't been there yet, so I really can't tell.
Oh, you haven't fished at the Cape?
That'll be a vlog for the summer then. We'll go to the Cape.
My boy, he charters for he commercial fishes for striped bass and tuna, and some of the stuff I see him pull over his deck are insane.
Yeah.
So shout out to my boy Joe with that one. And but
what was the biggest you've caught on the Bulldog Cartel boat?
So if we're talking about fish, I'll send Gio a couple pictures to put in. But the biggest fish I've caught on our boat while I was captaining was off of Block Island. It was a 66-pound striped bass.
That is
and,
crazy.
You can see I'm a pretty big kid, and my dad's a little bigger than I am. So, but this was probably 5-6 years ago. I have the exact date on the Instagram. If any of you are interested. Our fishing Instagram is Bulldog Cartel Fishing, and that shows content from probably the last 5-6 years up there. I think the first post is in like 2014. So that shows all our Florida trips. I mean, we fish in the Dominican Republic, stuff like that. A lot of spear fishing stuff. And, there's a decent amount of content up there. But this trip it was just me, my dad, and another person. We're off of Block Island. drifting eels, that's one of the best ways to catch stripers up here. I know if you go farther up, a lot of people use mackerel too, but we don't really have any luck with those here. And I'm messing around with a little sluggo, throwing it off the back of the boat, probably a 6-inch. And next thing you know, I'm hooked up. About a 30-minute fight, because they're decent fighting fish, but they're not the best. So they're not like a couple hour fights like the tuna and the sharks and stuff like that we could get up here. And that thing comes over the rail. And the picture we have is just me and my dad. I'm holding the fish up, and it doesn't even fit in the picture. Like, the fish is probably almost, it's a little shorter than this table, because I don't know, this table's huge. It might be the size of the table. I don't even remember.
It's a fucking huge table.
It's a fucking huge fish.
So what about shark now?
The most recent shark I caught was a pup mako, and me and a couple buddies go out. We're trolling. We weren't even shark fishing. We're trolling for tuna, and we see this seagull over our spreader bar. Next thing you know, he dives down. We think he's going to pick it up, and this little pup mako jumps up, almost bites the seagull with our trailer in the mouth, and peels a little bit of drag. We get him right to the boat, pull him over the side. I got another picture of that too. That's also on the Instagram. And that was the most recent shark I got. Nothing too big recently.
What was like obviously you don't know like the weight of that fish, but like
it was probably like a 30-pound fish. I mean, sharks are all muscle, so even if they're a little smaller, they're dense and heavy.
Yeah.
I think I always do like a once a year Florida trip with the family, and we always go out fishing with like some type of charter down in Florida. I believe it was in the Clearwater area. We took their boat out like 4 hours. I don't even know where we were. And they were like, all right, let's catch some sharks. So I was like, all right. And we actually ended up getting it to the boat, and we weighed it too. I was fighting for like 45 minutes, a 158-pound tiger shark.
Jesus.
Dude, that was probably the most like insane
That's a good
thing
catch.
that I've done.
I still haven't gotten a tiger yet.
I
got
crazy
lucky
fight
on that trip.
I did a lot of trips in like the Cayman Islands and Mexico, and I caught like one of those really deadly fish, the tiger shark. Or no, the tiger fish, sorry. You know that what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard of those.
I caught the tiger fish, and it was like we were on the charter boat, and it turned into like a whole big scene, because like no one could, like, you had to touch it a certain way because you couldn't, it was just really bad.
Dude, I'm such a bitch. I
I'm
don't even
still-
touch a fish.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm still satisfied with my fucking what was it, 35
Yeah, you got a
pound
nice
striped back.
35,
It was a
40
good
pound
fish.
striper.
Someone does.
I think that picture's hanging up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I saw that.
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that.
That's a
Our
big
mom
ass
doing it.
fish.
He got lucky
every
that
time,
day.
like,
a
yo,
big
go
ass
on the
fish.
boat. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling it. But I caught it.
Anytime Peter goes on the boat, he's sleeping in the front the whole
Dude.
time. Then he'll like pop up for a second, throw a couple.
I'm like a
casts in.
zombie. I just fucking die on the boat and I resurrect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, let's get the fish.
That day he just woke up, threw a cast in, and got the biggest fish of the day. We were like, how the fuck?
And
did
I'm
you
like,
do
all
that?
right, I'm done. I'm out of here.
He's like, yeah, you guys just suck it. Fuck you guys. I'm going back to
And
bed.
then Toad with his fluke. His big
No,
fluke
I
over
had
you.
the fluke. The Tone chasing around looking for the net. He's like, he's speaking. That's another like minute clip that's up there. It's a funny clip. I catch this 28-inch flounder, and he's running back and forth in the back to the center trying to grab a net. Couldn't find the net. Finally finds it and scoops it up. But I would say the Northeast fishing is nothing compared to Florida.
Yeah.
Florida's one of the best fishing, and I mean, not even the fact that it's good fishing. You just have clear, beautiful water, and you could spearfish everything. Up here, there's very few places where you could spearfish and actually see. I mean, the only place I spearfish around here is in Block Island, and even then, you probably have like. It depends on what side. I mean, if the weather's ideal, you maybe have like 25 feet of visibility. In Florida, we're driving to reefs, and we're in 50 feet of water, just looking straight to the bottom, crystal clear.
That's crazy.
In Florida, I went on a tour, like, it was like the bottom of the boat was legit see-through. It was glass, because you could see under everything.
That's fire.
Well, that's dope.
What about the spear fishing you do when you're in the Keys, though?
Oh, the spearfishing. I mean, you always got to watch your back in Florida. I mean, never dive alone. That's one of the main rules in diving in general. Because you could be on a reef and you never know what'll come up behind you. I've seen big lemon sharks, black tips, and you always got to be careful because that's their domain. You're in their ground, so you got to respect. You definitely got to respect your environment when you're in the water.
100%.
Definitely be careful. But spearfishing in Florida is nuts. I mean, you're going over reefs. You could shoot, like going back to the Northeast. Up here, you really have 6, maybe 8 species, depending on how far you could go, that you could keep and eat and enjoy. And that's not really counting pelagic fish. But in Florida, you could be on a reef and catch 20 different species of fish that are all edible and stuff like that. And then spearfishing and be able to see those fish in their environment and just...
Crazy.
You're kind of mesmerized at first because you more like looking around. But once you get into it, you could shoot barracuda, hogfish, 20 different types of snapper, 10 different types of grouper. Go in there and just grab lobsters.
That's the one fish I don't fuck with is those barracudas, bro. Them teeth.
They're dangerous, barracuda.
They're dangerous. But I've actually shot a lot of barracuda.
Yep.
Those are one of like the best shark baits. Either use those or
really
bonita.
good shark bait.
Yep. I when I caught my shark,
bonita.
Bonita,
Yeah.
Bonita are crazy fighting strong fish though.
Yeah, no, those are a nice fight too.
Those are crazy.
But those things bleed like crazy. That's why they're the best for sharks.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we have this one spot where when we're in Key West, after dinner, whatever, we'll take a trip out. It's like 2 miles out of the harbor, right in between these mangroves, and sit there, and you'll never know what you're going to catch. It could be, a couple fun little fighting 5-foot to 8-foot lemon sharks. And we've had some things hit poles that almost stripped our line out, bent circle hooks in half, ripped hooks apart. I mean, I know one of the big barracudas I shot one time, we were like, you know what? We're out here. Let's just put the whole head out. All I know is the pole tip almost touched the water and the line snapped immediately. I honestly don't even think I was in the mood to fight that shark at that time. It was like the end of the night. We're like, all right, we caught a couple little ones. Let's put this big bait out here, see what happens. So we're just messing around. And that was nuts.
Huge.
What about the time where the boat got stuck in the mangroves? We had to push it out.
Oh, that happened more than once.
No, that was like when you convinced me to go shark. I'm more of a guy when I'm on the boat. I'm more just to have a good time. So I'm out there shark fishing because why not? It's fun. And dude, this boat gets stuck. Or it's what is it? Like one of those flat. What's it called?
Pontoon.
Yeah, on a pontoon boat. Get stuck in the mangroves. It's like pitch black. We're shark fishing. Yo, we gotta push the fucking boat.
Oh, nah.
You're
Never.
It's like 2 in the morning.
And then you go in the water
and
you're
sink.
pushing it.
You're sinking
like it's quicksand.
Yeah,
like
dude,
it's quicksand.
When you jump in the water down there, it's not like hard sand. You're in like
That's
these little like grassy areas.
I want to see Ben 10 push the boat.
I have a boat.
The funniest thing ever was
2 in the morning while shark fishing though.
Every morning, 4 till 4 a.m.
Shark infested
Striper fishing.
waters. Getting in the water, pitch black at night. You can't see anything.
We're
catching sharks all around the boat. So it's like they're there, and we're waist deep in water. And then it goes to ankle deep to waist deep, and we're like, all right, we're getting the fuck out. Because even ankle deep, a shark could get you.
Fuck that, yeah.
But, and especially seeing the things that I've seen fishing in the spots that we fish at down there. I mean, anything that could break one of those heavy circle hooks, like straight in half, I do not want to see in the water. Because that is an animal. But I think one of the funniest stories was, it was me, my dad, I think my mom was there too. French Montana, his wife at the time, and we are on our boy Rocky's brother's boat, I believe, or it might have been Rocky's boat at the time. This was going back maybe close to like 10 years ago, and it's in one of those other trips. We're on our way back, and they have these fish called ladyfish down there, and French was catching a bunch of them. That's all he was catching the whole night, so we were calling him the ladyfish king. And we coming back and just stuck. We're on our way back cruising, and we just bottomed the boat out. Some of us fall over, and we're like, we had to wait a little bit for the tide to come up. And as soon as it got up, me, French, my dad, we're in the water pushing the boat. And this is one of the bigger boats, so it's not like as easy as a pontoon boat to move. And we're just out here and middle of nowhere. I mean, you can't see anything around you. Like, as soon as you get past one of the first mangroves, we go out on the Gulf side, that the mangroves kind of block off the lights from the city. So we got the lights on the boat. We're looking around, sinking in the sand. And I don't know how, but we finally got the boat off, got back on track, and made it in. But like I said, even like when you're diving, you got to be aware and respect your environment. Boating is another thing where you always respect your machinery, stuff like that, because being stuck on the water is no joke. We've had friends that had issues. Our boat sunk even at one point. Thank God we weren't on it.
Live well malfunction.
Yeah,
that can happen easily though with the live
that's something
well.
that's very common. But
The live well is very
just
common.
waking up one morning and you're
The best was when we got that call. I was like, "Yo, your boat's sunk." I was like, what?
I can't even. What was the
It was-
feeling?
what was it,
Who
Billy?
got the call? Who got the call?
I think no, Billy told you. I
no,
believe,
my
right?
dad got the call from someone at the marina. He's like,
Where was he?
they're like, oh yeah, some workers were down there noticing it getting a little lower, and then they kind of like watched it sink.
So
Like you didn't think to call us
The
when you
fuck?
noticed it getting a little lower. And at that time we had a Mercury 300s on the boat. So then when the motors went under, those were totaled out. So that's when we upgraded to the 350s.
Were you like on? Were those motors like? Did they need to be replaced at all?
I mean,
There's some
anytime any piece of
No. I'm saying like, did those like were those motors old at all?
no,
Like,
they
yeah.
were actually we put them on probably 2 to 3 years before
Yeah.
that.
That's crazy.
So
That
it's
sucks.
like motors
Yeah.
nowadays are like 30 to 35,000 a piece, especially those.
Those good Mercury motors.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I kind of wish we did 300s again. I wanted the 350s at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, another 150 horsepower would push us over 1,000, because now we're running 1,050 horsepower
Yeah.
off the back. And
That's
then
crazy.
I noticed the gas difference the first season. I was like, yeah, these suck a little more gas. I kind of miss my 300s. But yeah, no, fishing. The fishing vlogs that we're gonna have coming soon. We're definitely gonna travel a lot more, do stuff like that, and it's gonna be.
And if we do
lit.
go to the Keys for Christmas break,
yeah,
you
no.
already know it's on.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be a
well,
movie.
Rocky's supposedly supposed to come up, so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to beat him. Maybe January we'll run it like the first week.
Probably mid-January, I assume.
I know Gio's got to get rid of his free airplane ticket, but maybe he's just gonna have to wait. Ben could hook us up over here.
Yeah.
Got to use them free tickets.
Yeah, and then next week we got Thanksgiving, so
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
fun.
don't know. We might skip that week and go after.
Get a
We'll,
holiday
we'll kind
break.
of figure out what we'll do for
Well,
holidays.
Keep
if
you
we
posted.
if we don't, happy Thanksgiving from the Bulldog Cartel.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
We'll keep everyone posted on our vlog, the tour of the lodge, and we'll see you on next Monday.
Yep. Catch you on the flip
Catch you
side.
guys.
Peace.